Johnny, no, it's time. We have to do the video. All right, oh, I'm doing it, but, well, we have to do it now. This is the way it turned out. The thing started. Go ahead. Like smashing my face in a clear glass window. Meow, meow, but instead, I went out. Meow, meow. Da, 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 da. That was Yoko's song. Sometimes I feel like smashing my face in a clear glass window. Yes. We are conceptualizing this art project. Right. And John just had me write this thing on Elliot. Do you want to get on Elliot Mintz's thing right now? We're looking at the art project. Yeah, I do. We can look at this art project later because I thought everything was cool with Elliot, and apparently it's not. No, because he acts like an idiot, and it's Karen Black who has the problem with him. Oh. Hi, Karen Black. Yes. These are some lovely stones. I'm going to help you do this project. All right, Karen Black is here to help us conceptualize this art project. Yes, and I don't mind doing one, the other, or both at the same time. It's very fluid out here. But you can show what it is that you wanted to show. Well, John had me, we did a review of Elliot's book about him, John and Yoko, We All Shine On. We did that review yesterday. And it's been getting some good feedback. And the thing is, John then always has something up his sleeve, and he brings me to an interview today that Elliot Mintz did with Karen Black when she was on her deathbed. And Karen Black was nice enough to allow Elliot into her dying scenario. And his behavior was nothing short of insipid and ghoulish. Yes. Insipid and ghoulish. He calls this video... John, go ahead. Karen knew you would champion her, and she wants him to know this. Elliot calls this video on his extensive webpage. And, not many people look at Elliot's stuff. I noticed that. He doesn't have that many viewers. Yeah. I don't think he's tremendously liked for what it's worth. I can't believe we're doing this after yesterday's glowing review of his book. Karen Black is here. There's a reason for everything. All right, because I'll tell you one thing. I would not have allowed Elliot onto my deathbed. I don't think so. All right. Or I wouldn't have. I would have told him to get the fuck out. Right. He starts badgering Karen Black about dying. Yeah. First he asks her, are you afraid to die? Oh, God, these faces he's making, too. She said, and she's being sweet to try to shut him up. Your eyes are so... She's changing the subject, talking about the color of his eyes, and he keeps steering it back to, but you're afraid to die, right? You're afraid.
When I asked you about whether or not you were afraid to die...
Look at that look on his face.
You were very straightforward in saying...
Would you want this fucking guy at your bedside when you were going through that? John, yeah. I was upset, and John said, good, that's my Lena. Karen Black is here. She wants to tell Elliot Mintz that was horrendous and that she really was disgusted. And she put on a good front for someone who was dying, but she was disgusted by his fucking line of questioning and his behavior in general, his weirdness. His fucking goal and weirdness. When she is so obviously at the very end of the road there. She agreed to that interview. I can't even talk. She agreed to that interview graciously because she had once been one of his PR clients and she trusted him. And he took that trust, and as far as I'm concerned, he fucking spit on it. He didn't give a shit that she was dying. That's what it seemed like to me. Am I off base here? He is undeniably clueless in so many areas. He has his social graces, though he may think that they are tremendous and very well received, is he's not very popular for good reason. Okay, so, and you said you love, hey, I'm not talking about that today. Karen Black is here. All right, Karen. Yes, so John had you write the following on his webpage, right? On the video page. He will probably take it down. He looks at everything. He is just unstoppable. He's so worried about what people think about his online presence, because he's just not as popular as he feels he should be. John, I don't believe this. We can't have a friend for longer than for 5 seconds. This is a horrible world. Read what we wrote on his thing. All right, so John had me write this as a comment, and we took a picture of it to make sure that we didn't lose it, that we could still put it up. He writes regarding Karen Black, she's not discussing death, Ellie. You've got because he writes that video, Karen Black discusses death in her last interview, which is nothing could be. She didn't want to discuss death at all. She wanted to discuss her filmology. He did everything but. She's not discussing death, Ellie. You've got the poor lady trapped. You are ghoulishly grinning and asking her a very intimate question at the end of her life when she hasn't the strength to walk out of this intrusion. You can see the shock in her eyes just before her graceful recovery. Ellie, you should know better. How could you? She forgives you with a characteristic and inimitable smile. But hopefully you will refrain from the type of behavior in the future. This is not hard-hitting journalism, nor is it compassionate. This is self-serving, smug, and lacking of all human empathy. Signed, John, at 4:41 this afternoon. 441, of course, is number 9. We ring the bell. This is a sacred channel. I'm not trying to make enemies with ELLIOT Mintz. I couldn't care less if he's my friend or my enemy. I could not care less. I was thrilled with how John's review of his book went, because it was very heartfelt, and I could tell John was emotional and had loving feelings about ELLIOT. But I also think he's an idiot. All right. You do? Yes, I think he's an idiot. I think all people are idiots. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen Black. Let's get a gorgeous picture of Karen up. Even though, quite honestly, even when when she was with, oh yeah, this is Karen. This is Karen. Even in that interview when she was really dying and looked like she was down to 40 pounds or whatever, she was still very beautiful and classy looking, I felt. But Karen Black is an actress like no other. There really is no one like her. If you have seen Karen Black in any movie, you never forget her name, her face, or anything about her. She is stunningly talented, stunning in her own right, and we're going to get caught up. I understand there's an excellent movie with her and Tilda Swinton out there. I believe Conceiving Ada is the name of it, and she plays the mother of... I won't say what it's about because we'll be doing a review on it, but Karen, thank you. I couldn't ask for more. I really couldn't ask for more, and I don't dwell on this stuff, you know. Oh, put me back, Lee. All right. Lee, she's calling me. Yeah, I call you Lee. Lee. Do you like that? Yes, I do. John, she's lovely. Who's saying it? We're both saying it about each other. You're gay for her. I am gay for Karen Black. She is one of those women I'm gay for sure. For sure. Because she reminds you of yourself. Not really, no. She doesn't remind me of John. I know, I'm just kidding. She doesn't remind me of anyone. She is so exclusively Karen Black. KB, baby. You and her would have made a hell of a couple. Yeah. Oh, I had eyes for her, too. Yeah, I know you did. I like that flaming tousled hair. Yes, you do like that. Oh, Karen, I'm sorry we interrupted you. Yeah, there's I would never want to it's funny now because I'm actually this is so thrilling because my life was so blessed and at the end I was like, what was that all about? Why did that have to happen? And I even had to laugh about it after Elliot made his unceremonious exit. What do you mean by unceremonious exit? Well, I think he will know what I mean. He would know what I mean. I'm more discreet than he is, and so yes, you are. Yes, I am more discreet. He is. He's not a. He's not known for his discretion. I'm sorry. I had thought that he was possibly a very discreet person, but after that, I realized, I guess that all bets are off there. And he was really looking to sensationalize my predicament, situation, dying. It seemed so unnecessary and so, like you said, intrusive at that point, in that particular point in my existence down here. And oh, you wanna? Am I coming back down? I was back down shortly, and I was one of the children who died in the shooting at Sandy Hook. You were one of the children like John. Yes, had a short life down here. A short, very pleasant life. Hmm. Can you show me the child? Yes. Well, before we go into, we're going to be revisiting that, but this is a bit of news, and it's also a kind of a complicated thing because the Sandy Hook children, um, there's an overlap. There was an overlap in the reincarnation slash walk-in slash transmogrification that took place in that Karen was diagnosed with a severe form of cancer in 2010. And okay, so all right, we'll get. It's too much, John. Yeah, it's too much to get into right now. She's an advanced time traveler. Karen is an advanced time traveler. So she spent several years in two bodies down here. Yes. Don't get bogged down. She for that reason she really didn't want to throw you for a loop there. All right. I am thrown for a loop because I'm not. No, no. It happens more often than you know. Okay, let's work on that. Okay, let's work on that thing. I'm confused, but don't be confused. All right, so you want to do. Okay, so you have. Right. You have your heart, yes. And a beautiful heart it is. I noticed you guys didn't sign the back. You usually do that. Oh, well, you get to it. All right, so you're going to be putting this mini chalkboard down here, right? Because you're going to be using it as a tool. Yes. So let's, with that in mind, and how are you going to secure the chalkboard? I wanted to be able to remove it. All right, for that reason, I think maybe the magnets is a good idea. I don't presume to give you more. All right. But in any case, keep it there so that you know that what you're dealing with. All right. Now, hold on. You have abalone, yes. Lena's having trouble concentrating because she's thinking about the Sandy Hook. Yes, I am. Because it would have meant that you were in two bodies for quite a few years. Yes, that's correct. It's a mission that we take on, Lena. All right. Don't worry about it so much right now. It makes more sense to you in a little while. You're trying to have it make sense to you now. It's not going to. You have to let it sink in. All right, so you have the abalone here. And so you're going to see how many pieces you have. And then I'm thinking, put them strategically. You have enough around, so, okay. Or you could have them in a diamond. No, I think, okay. Have them like that. Space in between. And you should have enough. So that's the first thing. If you don't have enough of them to evenly go around, here's where these other pieces come in. You have various carbacons, flat back, easy to secure on there, same as the abalone flat beads. And it'll be a beautiful mosaic. Very simple, very tasteful. Right, so we'll do a combo of these and the abalone. Right. Now, where do you want to put a crucifix on there? I think so. But I don't want it to be, all right. Well, if you're going to have a crucifix, then that has to be lower. And the crucifix must be just above it. How's that? Okay, let's get some more over there so we know what we're looking at. Let's take a look. I think that works. Yeah, I think it works too. Oh, it does work. Johnny, it works. It certainly looks like it works. And we'll have plenty of abalone. All right. Abalone and cheese. Yes. All right, well, hold on one second because my leg is falling asleep. Okay. Okay, but before I change position, let's just... Okay, so where do we want to put the yin-yang? Well, it should go there. It should be on there. Let's see. Bottom. Is it in the way at all if you have it on the bottom there? I don't want to put anything on the slate. Okay. Fair enough. That's good. That's good thinking. How about on the back? That's a kind of a great idea. For that matter, you could decorate the back. How do I decorate the back? Well, let's take a look. Have it two-sided. You have two-sided pieces around, don't you? Yeah, but not that I've really used in a utilitarian way. All right, so you have the back. Lena, perhaps you want the chalkboard on the back. Now I've given you way too much to think about. You have, Karen. All right. If I put the chalkboard on the back, then what's going to be the focal point of the front? We could do, it would be pure mosaic. And then the utilitarian side. And this way you have the nice flat paint base on the back. And it would stick better. All right, I got so much to think about now. I don't even know what to do. But I kind of really do like this on the front. Now I don't know if I like it on the front. John! Good. We have to keep this girl busy, Karen. Yes, I see that. I can see that. So, and suddenly I feel very tired. And Karen just said to me, you know what? The way you feel right now, that's how I felt. I just wanted Elliot to leave. And he just wouldn't go away. Right. I know that was a long interview. And you were too nice. Too nice for my own good. Because they certainly didn't need the publicity. So you were aware that you were doing him a favor, sort of? Yes. Absolutely. Until it really felt wrong, and I was so exhausted from it. I really I should go back and look at how that interview ends, the full one. You could do that if you like. All right. Yeah, so the very end of the interview, Karen just ended up being very complimentary. Like, not she had nothing more to say. She seemed exhausted, and she ended up turning it around and just being very complimentary to Elliot and about his professionalism. I mean, she really, you could tell that she wanted just this interview to end. I could see that. I mean, and Elliot kind of was like, "This is what a wonderful woman you are that you could say something so magnificent about Elliot Mintz." Like he doesn't even say his own name. I mean, he doesn't even say like me. He says himself in the third person, the magnificent Elliot Mintz. All right, well, I felt violated watching that interview, so I don't know. You're absolutely right, Lena. Yeah, and that's why I wanted attention drawn to. Everyone needs to take a good look at themselves, right? And we have to shine a light. And Karen's over on the other side. hmm And that was something that stuck with her and bothered her. The way she was interrogated uh, during moments of tremendous exhaustion and, you know, obvious physical duress, right? Yeah, she handled herself really beautifully, and she was the professional in that room. Yes, yes, that bears saying. She was the professional. He was too dopey to see it. Yeah, dopey to see it or comprehend it. Well, anyway, not always a pleasant job shining this light for John, but he's over there doing his thing, and he talks to the people that have crossed over, and they like to use and utilize my channel, and that's what we do. So, but yeah, I feel her exhaustion right now. Just watching that video was enough to make me feel, completely and utterly exhausted on her behalf. And you just kind of wanted to punch him in the face. And say, get the hell out of here. Leave that woman alone. But he was Karen's publicist for a while. Yes. Yeah, he did an all right job. Yes. I mean, I'm not. I understand. Yeah, I'm not trying to take away from his credibility as a industry professional, but he could be clueless and somewhat dense. Right. She's saying you don't live that long and unable to maintain personal relationships. Like he tried to blame not getting married and stuff on John and Yoko, but like why are you doing that? Then if you really wanted to get married and be with somebody and share your life with somebody intimately, John and Yoko shouldn't have stopped you from that, right? So that's kind of saying something too. Boy, we're taking a turn here. Bowie, hi, I see you peeking in. What's up? Don't feel bad about what you're saying right now because everyone's cheering. And for Karen Black, this is a long overdue, for that last atrocity she had to endure. Oh my God, yeah. And it was an atrocity, and it was an intrusion and a violation and an invasion on her person. And that shows like the whole fame and the media, the toxicity of that, and that showed how bad it could get. Really. Yeah. She trusted him, right? Right. She didn't see that coming, and she trusted him. Right up until the end of the interview, she wanted to trust him. You can see it on her face. Yes. She looked victimized and mortified, and I felt victimized and mortified for her. Also, with the shooting thing, don't get bogged down with that. Don't get bogged down. You know how many lives I lived at the same time down there? What are you, when you were Bowie? Yes. Several. Yeah, he's saying seven. You were walking around in 7 different bodies down here? Yes. 7 is the holy number. John, what about you? Well, we'll talk later. I don't want to give you too much right now. Oh my God, you guys, yeah. We're extraterrestrials. We're not like, and Karen Black is no exception. She's one as well. Is Elliot Mintz? No. He's a want to be. He wants to be like that. He rubs elbows with those of us who are that way. And I think we all recognize that in a lot of the fame-hungry journalists in particular. Wow. You can't do it? Interview it. Right. Wow. Jesus Christmas. What a weird world. Yeah. We're going to be talking more on fame also. Fame. Right. Going to be talking more on fame in the days coming up, but you got to take a little bit of a rest now. So this has been great. Many thanks to Karen Black. Thank you, Karen Black. We really, really love you. Should also be stated that Karen Black has an absolutely beautiful singing voice. Gorgeous singing voice, which Elliot did mention in his interview with her before he went off the deep end about the death. I mean, death is, it's not unhealthy to talk about death, but I feel like, yes, I know. When somebody is laying there in bed like that and just like telling you they're a little afraid of what's coming, because it's real close now, don't sit there and just grin and like a ghoul and keep pressing about it. That's my only problem. He wouldn't shut. All right, move on then. Next thing, she just told you she's feeling uncomfortable. Right. She just told you she's feeling uncomfortable. Right. Thanks, Lena. It's okay. I've been vindicated. It's beautiful and wonderful. Okay, that's terrific. Great. Okay, good. So tomorrow, or the next time we get going with some music, you're coming in to sing with me. Is it a date? It is a date. Thank you very much. All right. We'll be back soon. Praise be God and Mother. Happy Sunday, everybody. And Elliot Mintz out there, you'll see this probably, no doubt, now that we're on your radar. No hard feelings, but you kind of dropped the ball in that interview a bit. That was inappropriate. And hopefully we live, we learn, right? Yes, indeed.